Now to the ongoing drama and confusion over the midterm election in Harris County. Republicans are making serious allegations against the new election administrator, including that he intentionally did not provide enough ballot paper to polls in what they call Republican strongholds.
We have team coverage for you tonight, including the latest on the ballot count. But let's get right to Matt Doherty with a reaction to those allegations. Matt.
Yeah, Ron, there is no debate. Lots of people were turned away from polling sites when they ran out of paper for ballots. The question now is, how many?
We started receiving calls for ballot paper at 7:30 a.m. 7:30. So for me, I have to assess exactly what was going on at those polling places that they felt they needed paper when the polls opened at 30 minutes.
For several Harris County polling sites, Tuesday's election can best be described as a big mess.
And we had people calling us constantly from our polls saying, we are almost out of paper. We are running out of paper. We have run out of paper, and they have had to turn away people from voting.
When poll workers tried to get more paper,
and he was told, no, they've got sufficient paper. He got one of the people there to actually call the judge, and they proceeded to argue with the presiding judge, saying, no, you've got enough paper.
This afternoon, leaders with the Harris County Republican Party claim it has become clear to them that the paper shortage at the polls was more widespread than previously thought. They allege thousands may have been disenfranchised, enough votes to potentially sway an election.
And if you run the math, if there were 350 people turned away from the poll, not allowed to vote, and you have 782 locations, it's not a leap of logic to believe that we're going to be in the tens of thousands of people who are wrongfully turned away.
GOP leaders take it a step further, claiming the 23 polling sites that ran out of paper were all located in Republican strongholds. KHOU 11 legal analyst Bob Stein takes issue with that, though. He says people don't often vote at the polling site closest to where they live. He says you can't reliably determine how someone will vote based on the location of a polling site in Harris County.
And the claim that there was like thousands and thousands and thousands of folks who got disenfranchised on this is not true. There's no claim to that. There's no proof of that.
Harris County Democratic Party Chair Otis Bagaru, who is also part of the Elections Commission, takes issue with the GOP's disenfranchisement claims as well.
What the calls that we got were, hey, we couldn't vote at this location because paper ran out, so we found a polling location next door or within a mile or 2 mile radius.
The Harris County Elections Office sent us this brief statement tonight in response, which reads, quote, once we complete our canvassing process, we will turn our attention to a post-election review and report. Local Republican leaders say that they're going to wait to see that final vote count before they decide what to do next. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Matt Doherty.
Now let's turn to Grace White with the very latest on efforts to finish counting the votes. Grace.
Reka and Ron, we've confirmed tonight all the election day ballots have been counted. That is except for the military ballots that are still coming in. This is a significant update because, as you remember, the county went to court to ask for an extension to complete this count. There were hearings today, even one scheduled for tonight at 8 p.m., but the county attorney's office confirms all of that has been canceled now that the election day count is complete. In addition to those military ballots, mail-in ballots postmarked by election day but received the day after are also still pending. But the big headline tonight, for the purposes of the court, the election day ballots have been counted and the unofficial report turned in to the Secretary of State. Reka, back to you.